Well, what say you people? Everybody that's not here out in the wonderful land of nothing. Who did it? Who lived? Who survived? The bloody holidays are over. It's done. New year, new day. Get it moving. Run around, do our thing. Greetings, Colin. Well, let's see. Where are we at in this goofball world? The fact that it is still here, I am amazed. I thought, we weren't going to make the end of the year, that it would have been over, we'd have been done, but we ain't. Trying to figure out what's going on. I tell you, when I listed this yesterday, I didn't realize that I had it screwed up and had it for like 7 a.m. Sunday morning. I thought I had it for 7 p.m. tonight, and then I'm like, last minute, I'm like, I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to go tonight on at 7 p.m., and then someone messaged me and said, hey, you have that thing listed for 7 a.m. Are you going on at 7 a.m.? I'm like, no, I'm not going on at 7 a.m. So I had to get in there and try and fix that again. Oh, man, brother, I tell you, it's nonsense. We get into a year and it's tax time and paperwork and blah, 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 blah. Who has time to do anything? Watching everybody do their bullshit. Let's bring that up here. Let's get rid of that. Heave ho. I have no idea what I'm doing anymore half the time. I'm just here watching the world go by, existing, surviving, doing what I can and going, you know what, to hell with the outside. Maybe it's time. Maybe it is time to grab the bags, head up north, hit the supplies, and go bush. Right? Maybe we're at that time. Maybe we're there. The bush would go get crowded, though, because I know quite a few people that are lined up for heading to the same area. Head north, man. But what the hell, right? Anyway, we're in that new year. How are you? Greetings and salutations and all that good type jazzed bullshit that everybody wants to say when it is a new year and a new time. And we're live. We're living. So who all's living? Everybody else living? I'm living. I've made it. It's another year. I'm going to be 50. I'm going to be like, I didn't think I was going to make 21 at one time. I thought 25 would be the ultimate wild milestone. But here I am. A couple more years, I'll be able to go to Denny's and order off the senior menu. I'm looking forward to that day, I tell you. Says I'm going to go in there and order off the senior menu, and then I'm going to bitch. That's right. Then I'm going to bitch. Yeah, Robert, the double nickels. You'll be able to order off the Denny's senior menu. If anybody's going to go there anymore. Every restaurant in the world has gone downhill. Every time I turn anything on in the last week, all I have seen is blah, 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 you didn't tip enough. Blah, 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 I'm a bitch, your server, and you didn't tip enough. They don't pay me enough money at this job to live, so you got to tip me more. You know what? If your job ain't paying you enough, get another one somewhere else. I'm sorry, but I'm over it. I'm against tipping. It's a thing of the past. If an employer can't pay somebody enough to keep them there, because you know what tip is? You know what a tip is? It's subsidizing the employer so he doesn't have to pay a wage. That's all it is. Oh, they want as much as like a 40%, 30 or 50% tip now, where all they have to do is raise menu prices 15% and they can pay a proper wage. Robert's against everything. I'm against everything too. And at night I lay there in bed and I'm against the wife. So yeah, I truly am against everything. If it's fun, I hate it. If it's a good time, I sneer at it. If it's an adventure that could cause injury, maiming, or death, well, then I'm in. because that is good times through and through. If there's a chance that you can actually get completely maimed, dismembered, or die, it has got to be a good time. Don't you agree? I know, Colin, you wouldn't quite understand the idea that the idea of possibly getting maimed or dying is a good time, but it is. It's a glorious time. It keeps you alive because then you can sit there and you're like, I remember that time that you almost decapitated me? And you can sit down, have a beer, and you can discuss it with your friends. And it's a good time. You get a memory of the time you felt alive because you cheated death. Whereas the rest of the time you go to work, drive home, you drone your day, and you're like, fuck you. Push that big red button. I need a battleship button right now. I just hit it and have a nuke go off on the screen. You know. Yeah, Psycho, you're on time. Not late at all. Although it would have been really bad, and thank you for that message about how it was set for 7 a.m. and not 7 p.m. Like, man, I've been functioning on pharmaceuticals to stay functional the last few days. I haven't been able to walk, seized up, can't do anything, can't sleep, tired. My brain has been zero function going on. It's been automatic. You know, I've been just mosey on around. Geez, I'm looking at this thing here. Watching the live stream with some protests in front of me, just for the hell of it. There's a black dude walking around with this giant, like, white coat, but it hangs down to your knees, big white coat with a big pointed white hood. It literally looks like he's wearing a Klan robe. That's funny. Oh, hasn't it, Robert? It's been a crazy week. How are the students? Do you still have all of them? You know? Really? Really? Two kids try a Romeo and Juliet? No way. Dude, you teach like middle school, but I guess Romeo and Juliet would have been like they were what, 14 or something in the story? Teenagers? Damn. That is crazy. That's like, why? Oh, Jesus, and stabbing yourself. You know, that takes a lot of nerve to be able to stab yourself. Like to have the ability to actually like drive that object into you deep enough to do that kind of damage, to stab yourself like that. That is some willpower, because most people, you try and do something and you just can't. You just can't do the force because you're too worried about the pain. That is absolutely nuts. Yeah. Orange Crush. Ha ha ha. It is wild. Like, who the hell? Yeah, it was something like that, Psycho. You know, Romeo 14, Juliet 12 or 13. I mean, given the time period when that shit was written, who knows, right? I just know they were what, the Montagues and the Capulets and all that stuff. What, her boyfriend wanted to spend less time with her doing boy things. Her plan was they go to the psych ward together. Wow. Go to the psych ward together. Like, there's a good time, right? I mean, oh, that's crazy. What's even crazier, Robert, you can forgive my ignorance on this here. Okay, this is ignorance, but I was pretty much of the opinion that unless you were wealthy, there was no such thing as the idea of a psych ward for the average person in the U.S. Right? So, You ever got the AD psycho? It's ADMI. Admitted. Admitted. Say produce. I admitted nothing. That's that is wild. So yeah, go stick in there, get stuck up on some bunch of pills, keep them all sedated and hopped up on volumes and stuff, and all sorts of other sedatives while they're in the psych ward to keep them calm. They're like, oh, they're calm, and then they let them out. And then what do you have now? You have two teenage drug addicts that just been released into the population. Okay, there is. Okay, I wasn't sure. I've heard one time that down there, and it was like in insurance would cover like a stay in a mental hospital for like a year, so everything took a year, and then all of a sudden insurance has cut things down to like 30 days. So all of a sudden now they found out that they can like cure people in 30 days or make them okay to be like. Isn't it amazing how the time it takes to deal with something matches exactly how much insurance will cover? It's the same shit here though. It's the same shit. I mean, you pay and you pay and you pay. You never get back what you pay in. I wouldn't mind seeing an option where you can completely opt out, make everything 100% user pay, and save your money. Do what you want, but no bitching for freebies later. I'd be fine with that. You get opt out of the system, but then you don't get any of the trappings and luxuries that go with the system. 3 attempts in 6 weeks. That is wild. Most of those kids are on assistance. That's crazy too. Like, how's a place like that? I mean, we have that here too. Like, there's got to be at school. That wasn't the one where she like stabbed herself, was it? Like that is crazy. That is wild shit. Like that is nuts because I keep thinking like I know you got like you're at a middle school, Robert. I remember right? Like it's sevens and eights or whatever, or you know. So that is absolutely wild, man. I I couldn't imagine someone having to a shit doing that. I mean, I remember years ago we had this girl who swallowed 9 Tylenol in 4 hour period. Nine, just Tylenol, just extra strength Tylenol, 9 Tylenol. And because the bottle says eight is sixes to eights. Okay, yeah. So middle school, the 8 Tylenol in the bottle in a 24-hour period is considered an overdose, and she took 9 in 4 hours. So they locked her up in a psych facility for like 6 months because they called it an attempted suicide. And then when they were finally going to let her out, she didn't want to leave because she liked the way things were in there. She tried the old sticking like a fork in an outlet. It didn't work. But it was the fact that she made sure she did it in front of the staff. It was enough for them to like lock her up, keep her in for another like 3 months. She loved it because she got to sit in there, watch cartoons, and have everything done for her. And so she didn't want to leave. It was absolutely wild. I don't know. I really don't know. I couldn't imagine like that being that like that's. And I'm sure somewhere, I wouldn't doubt it if there was somewhere like, oh, see how bad your boyfriend loves you and do the Romeo and Juliet love test. Ha ha ha. There's somebody finding on TikTok or something these days. Nothing would surprise me anymore about how whacked out and crazy it all is. Oh, I tell you, voice is horrible, frog in the throat. I am waiting for the woman to get home and be absolutely livid because she's been having a very shitty day at work. So waiting for that. She'll be done work soon. She'll be in the door probably in about there it is. She's in the door. So just like that. Yeah, she's not not a happy camper, I bet you. But I got her a little treat today. I went out and I got her something she likes. So yeah, man. Oh, not that time. Cut her wrist and bled through her jacket. Yeah, this girl liked it too. Wanted to go with her boyfriend. That's absolutely insane. I'll never understand how somebody would get to that point. I mean, I did. Here's one for you. I did get put away in an institution for a little while. My mother had convinced everybody that everybody was crazy but her, and she figured she could get more money out of people if she had had like her kids locked up, right? Anyway, I seen some whacked out shit in there, man. I did. I seen a girl that was completely all burnt up on the one side and her arm all burnt up and everything because she tried to set her boyfriend on fire and she spilled half the gas on herself. And they had her in there. And I used to call her extra crispy. You know, chicken wing, extra crispy, original recipe, that type of deal. That's absolutely nuts. But they don't have many places like that anymore. Not even here, they don't do it anymore. They just like, oh, here's a bed for 2 days, and then get the fuck out and go live in a back alley somewhere. Someone will come along and take care of you, shoot you up with some sort of chemical. Man, they're still talking to this dude in the white jacket with the big, like, pointy hood. I can't believe the shit that's going on all over the place. This is nuts. Ugh. Yeah, yeah, you get parents who want their kids disabled for cash. No shit. I was gone for a long time. I had no contact with my mother or anything for years. And then out of the blue, she contacted me because she was, they were having this whole trial thing, and they contacted me and wanted to see if I would go and testify based on, the trial with the ex-husband that she had been with at the time when I was there and some of the shit I'd seen. And I said, sure. And I got to meet her. So I flew across the country to where my mother was living, and I got there. And when I met people and introduced themselves to me, they were all shocked because she told them all I was dead. She told them that I had died in order to access resources for like sympathy and all that shit, right? Oh, it's absolutely crazy. Scepter coming in with the statement of the night, right? You think it's the beginning of the turbulent 20s, the world gone mad type thing? Absolutely. I mean, you look around. I don't even like turning on the news anymore. I don't. Or TV of any kind. Colin, don't worry about it. The scars and wounds and the bruises on the soul of every Gen Xer is what makes us who we are today. You see, all that shit that every person has endured when they're living. This is what you got to remember, Colin. And it makes a lot more sense when you get older and you realize it. And when you've survived everything and you've grown up and you're okay with yourself and you're like, man, I'm a success in the world and all this shit. Yeah, you know, and it's just like, ta-da. You realize you can carry all them scars and all that shit with pride and realize that all that crap you went through and everything you endured is what made you who you are. You know, it's crazy. It's except you saw the Juggernaut movie. Eh? Yeah, I know. I thought you would like it. I really love the premise of it, right? That he actually lets the guy go on there to try and work out and disarm these bombs. Like actually lets him. It's a good movie. It's been a while since I watched it, but it's classic. It used to play when I was a kid. Up here where I grew up, I had two TV channels. That was it. We had two channels, and at night on Friday and Saturday, they would play late night movies. The first movie would start at 12:10 a.m. and the next one would be at 2 a.m. And it was quite common for them to play Juggernaut every 3 or 4 months because of the fact that it was probably cheap to have the rights to play. It was always that or an old John Wayne movie or something. But yeah, good flick. Glad you liked it, man. Glad you liked it. And Robert, yeah, talking about autism being the new cash cow. You know, yeah, Scepter. That's yeah, right. Realistic because they lost the guy just getting on the ship. I know it. It was good. It wasn't no like super epic hero and everything done right. Like it's you just didn't know. You know that sucker could have went at any time. And the method actually was showing all the. I want to know who the guys were, the effects guys that actually designed the inner workings of that thing. So when they're doing their stuff, that stuff started going off and gears turn and things are clicking and it's good. And yeah, Robert, this autism being the new cash cow, like you know that it's going to be that way when they keep trying to expand the definition, right? It's like everybody now, and it's not just parents wanting their kids to be, people are stepping forward and they're being like, I'm on the spectrum. I want to be on the spectrum. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody's got to be on the spectrum these days. Yeah, it's all a good thing. And then one day they're going to turn around and they're going to be like, you're all screwed up, messed up, no good, and can't be trusted, and are dangerous because you're all mentally ill, and we're going to round everybody up. Shit, going back to what Scepter said about how end of the world and it's this time again, the only thing that gets me that I'm starting to wonder now is I'm just waiting. They're going to start talking. I'm waiting for someone to come around and openly say and start wanting to do a eugenics program again. And then you know that we're fucking done for. Once and for all. You know, it's crazy. I know, I know, Scepter, right? You got to go back to the older movies where they had real good story. Like that's it. I like the only way you can find a modern movie that actually has a story is when you get into like the independent studios and the really low budget ones. The one where the only way they're going to get anything or make anywhere with the movie and the project is they have to have a story and actual characters because you can't have all this flash and everything else. Like I am not a fan of Abrams stuff. It's just it's too flashy. It's too much in the special effects, right? I I don't like Zack Snyder stuff. It's all the same. He it none of it's any good. There's actually not much that I like anymore when it comes to the movie. Sometimes they'll do something and I'll be like, oh man, I'm just gonna watch anyway. I got 2 hours to waste, so I'll give it a shot. you know. But yeah, we're working on it. We're doing our thing. But you see where the chaos is going? So Scepter, it is done. We're in the year. No more craziness for you. All over too. Robert, you hardly watch movies anymore. Yeah, I don't either. Well, I do and I don't. I shouldn't say I don't. Every once in a while, I'll see something, I'll watch it, or a buddy of mine, he'll recommend something, and I'll watch it and be like, it's kind of okay. One of the most recent movies I watched that is something new was Jojo Rabbit. I wasn't sure what to make of that, but it was okay. It was funny. It was all right. I didn't mind it. About the little kid in World War II. It's got Scarlett Johansson and Sam Rockwell and stuff in it, and it's about this little kid who keeps having these fantasies that Hitler's his best friend and he wants to be like the greatest Nazi in the world, but he's essentially a big nerd, and his own mother and father are in the underground against the Nazis in Germany and trying to protect Jews and get them out. But it's all weird. But it was okay. I didn't mind that movie because it was just this weird, goofy thing from the perspective of a child. Yes, Robert, she is. She would have fit right in with the legendary starlets of the day. I mean, that's the vibe I get from her. She is. You see her, and she's just. I don't know. You're willing to go up, and honestly, you'd light her cigarette for her, lay down in the mud so she can step on you. I mean, I'd do that for my woman too. Don't get me wrong. I would lay down in the mud so she could step on me. Just as long as she didn't step on my head and try and drown me. She's going to tell me to knock it off. Shut it down, she'll say. Don't you dare talk like that. Yes, I go Michael Bay too. Because it's bad acting. It's like with the craze, the whole idea of the craze, everyone started coming up with like the handy shaky cam movies, right? Ever since the Blair Witch. And they come up with all these. That is to cover up bad camera work. Yeah, it's the cover up shit. They can't get it done. But hey, it's getting warm in here. I'm gonna have to start not stalking that fire so much before the show, right? It's really funny because they got the camera view that shows, right? And it's here, but I got it cropped out so it only shows that much of the background. But then I got the raw camera feed over here, and I can see all sorts of other shit. I can see the other computer. I can see the green screen cloth hanging down in the corner. You know, it's all. Oh man, that'd be tough to go back. I have to go back and watch that Scepter. But I wouldn't. I didn't know Kubrick actually started that. But it's I mean, like it. He did it though. It didn't become like an instant fad. I'm talking about in the last 15 years, they have made so many of these like Handycam or you know cell phone view type movies that they're absolutely garbage. Yeehaw! Every time someone says yeehaw, all I hear in my head is yeehaw, stick it in, grandma. Because I don't know, it's something that used to be said when I was a kid. I don't know why. I'd be like, yeehaw, stick it in, grandma. If it don't fit, wiggle it. The shit that people would say. And you get phrases stuck in your head and you just don't know why. Dr. Strangelove. Shit, I haven't seen that in forever, forever, forever. Am I able to see the door? No, I can't see the door. Well, I can see the door, but she doesn't like open the door. She doesn't do that. Golden side, no, phone not open. Where were you before? Huh? Where were you before? It's not open. Before when? Hey, when I brought it back and I had it up and it was open, you didn't come here to do it. You wouldn't call. Coop wouldn't call. Nobody wanted to call. And then you'd be like, I got a live over here. I'm like, oh, so there's a phone. Let's see here. I don't even know. I haven't tried opening up the phone in a while. Oh. Oh, would you look at that? Hmm. Well, when was that? Oh, really? Well, that's a bummer. Hmm. Well, let's see. I can work on putting it back, but I can't open it today. It's too late. So, a side did a Friday show. Ooh. Uh huh. What'd you do, Cy? Could have swore I had it somewhere too, but I can't find it anymore. Power went out last night. Yeah, I've been there. That sucks when that happens. Well, shitbird. Hmm. The internet's out and you're using your hotspot. Psycho, you're drinking? Why are you apologizing for drinking? You're a grown ass adult. Drink your ass off. Ugh. That's what I say. Why, Si? What did you want to talk about? Do I like cornbread? Yeah, I like cornbread. Damn right, Robert. I like cornbread. Uh-huh. Previous question. Let's see. Oh, just chat. You're bored. Oh, okay. Here, maybe you're had a big. Oh man, yeah, chili and Shauna made cornbread. God damn it, Robert. I could be is you know, if I was within 200 miles, I'd be like, I am getting in the SUV and I'm coming for some chili and cornbread, but I'm not that close because I mean, 200 miles is nothing to go for good chili and some cornbread. But not close enough. I'd be like, I'm coming for some chili and some cornbread. Yeah, hell yeah, good chili and some cornbread. Darn right. I and homemade cornbread, dude. That damn right. I would love it. What do we got here? Wow, weird ass people. Sai, what is your channel again? I thought I had it on my thing. I thought I had went in there and actually subscribed to it, but I can't find it now. It's not in my list. What is it? Where is it? You can post it in there. No sugar tonight in my coffee. No sugar tonight in my tea. I mean, there's Roberts. I can see that one, but I can't see the others. The Chit Hmm. Either getting ready to go on tour again, Robert. They've actually decided that they're gonna go one more time. Like, what's gonna happen to music when all the old farts finally stop? You're not gonna have anybody going around anymore with good music, good live shows. You know, none. They'll just have to have they're going to have to just perfect the hologram technology and you can go and watch and see them. But yeah, they're going to do one more tour. I mean, shit. Oh man, you're going to Styx in March? Huh. I'm worried about what this Motley Crue tour is going to be like because if Vince Neil sounds at all like he did the last time, it ain't going to be him singing. It's going to be the audience singing, you know? Just like that. There we go. Yeah. I have no idea how that's going to turn out because I seen what he was sounding like the last time and it was bad. But then Styx, I'd love to see Styx. That'd be awesome. Oof. Orange Crush is hard. I don't know if I'd want to either, Robert, because I mean, Vincey, the last round, he completely lost his voice. It was gone. He couldn't even sing. He's just like, you know, it was the only reason anybody heard any lyrics was because the crowd was singing. So I don't think they can do it. Like I heard they were supposed to get somebody else to front the band, but you know, that's too bad. 'Cause let's see, because they're sitting there and they're saying they're going to do it, but I just don't think Vince can do it anymore. It's gonna be a brutal. It's freaking hot in here. I am dying, man. I am losing it. I'm gonna drop more weight. I've lost 30 pounds, man. I'm happy. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I have dropped 30 pounds of that bullshit old man weight that was killing me. And I didn't even have to try. I just basically cut sugar out of some stuff, not entirely, because that's just ridiculous. But 30 pounds. In like 30 pounds in like 6 months just by switching to like zero sugar drinks. Not counting, tonight powering back an actual like full sugar orange crush soda, but. Oh, you're A1C with 5.7. Nice. So now I want to do it. I want to make another 40, and I'll be perfect. You know. Oh no, emergency number two. Run, psycho, run! Come on, we're all set with you. Come on, cheeks, stay together. Chris, you lost 38? Nice, nice. Everybody seems to be looking good. I mean, I am lucky being just under 6'5" when when the weight went on. It didn't, I looked bigger, but I wasn't. It's not like I was as wide as I was tall. I wasn't round. I wasn't like a basketball with legs and arms. But yeah, lady, you were doing good too. But you need to lock in where you're at now. No more losing any more weight. You got to stay where you are or 10 pounds heavier, but no more dropping. Robert, you're losing 180. Yeah. Sending the youngest off. Dropping 180 pounds, the youngest is going away. Gonzo. So what then, Robert? Is it just going to be you and Shauna in the house? It's just going to be you two, or are you guys actually going to be empty nesters? Like, what the hell are you going to do then? I know you're going to barbecue, and then you're going to sit back then for the next 2 days, and after making some more chili and baking some more cornbread, and you're going to sit back and put your feet up, and you're going to eat chili and cornbread and go, I don't have to share this with a third person. You can drink coffee naked. Well, if you drank coffee naked last year, you might have left sooner. You never know, right? They say nothing can get the kids to move out of the house faster than if you just start sitting around drinking coffee naked. Well, we've been told that we're not getting rid of ours. Nope, she's there permanently, and then she's gonna get a place and then have us permanently. Shauna wouldn't let you. Well, she wouldn't let you then. Will she let you now? You're gonna sit around, drink coffee naked in the backyard. I mean, your yard's fully fenced. There you go. You guys can take a late night skinny dip. You know. Shauna wouldn't let you, and you won't ask. You'll just get one of them looks, right? Where, them looks. Every guy sees them. The women just kind of looks at you and just kind of like, and you done know that you fucked up, that you asked something so stupid, so asinine that you're lucky that she didn't just sew your mouth shut, right? But hey, it's what we got to do. You gotta wander around and BS a little and do some weird bullshit. Uh, well, there you go. Hot tubs are nice. We don't have a hot tub. I've looked at it, but I'm more interested right now in getting a new couch, and then after a new couch needs to be a new bed. It's got our bed. Got the bed 4 years ago, and it's time for a new one. Kind of tore the mattress. It happens. But new couch, new TV stand, new stuff. Deck out the living room, so maybe spend a little more time in there instead of sitting up in bed watching frickin' TV at night and going to sleep. No, no, hang out in the living room. Have a little more time where people are together instead of everybody hiding in their own little room doing their own little bullshit with everybody holding one of these. These frickin' things are the bane of our existence. Along with other stuff, too. Oh, message. Oh, that wasn't a real message. Man, I hate that. I gotta take my glasses off to read my phone. It's bullshit, I tell you. Bullshit. There we go. Actual TV, Scepter? No. I don't watch actual TV. I don't have it. Don't have cable. Don't have satellite or anything like that. And there's no such thing as broadcast TV anymore. Not here. Not when they went with all that weird digital antenna bullshit. So don't have any. Don't watch actual TV. We'll watch movies. Yeah, I hear the dog. I have never watched. I've seen episodes of The Sopranos, but I've never watched the whole thing, and I think I will. Um, I will say this because I know how they ended it and everything, and I agree with how they ended it. People were so mad that it didn't have an actual big flashy ending, and I thought that was the best part. Right? It's just the show's just going on, and it just went black because that's just it. That's just you're no longer having a peek in that world. Poof, black screen, done. And I thought that was an amazing way to end the show. They could have done it a little differently maybe, but I thought it was a good way to do the show. I thought about watching it, but I've seen so much of it that I've probably almost seen the whole thing. I've just never actually watched it one after the other. Um, I like sci-fi. You know, one thing that I watch over again every once in a while is Babylon 5. To me, that was one of the greatest sci-fi shows done. Way ahead of its time, and sadly, computer-generated graphics just were not up to par for what they were trying to do at the time. But what can you say? But I thought it was good. It's one of the first shows ever that actually had a beginning and an end when they put the first episode to air. They knew where it was going. They just didn't know if the networks would let them get there. I miss good TV, but we just don't have good TV anymore. Oh, side note, I don't know why. I think it was one of the best of all the space shows out there. Babylon 5 and Space Above and Beyond. You know, go wild cards. Shuffle the wild cards and deal them. Yeah. No, but I think those were the two best. That's my personal opinion. Babylon 5 was he had the entire thing mapped out before the first episode was ever filmed. He had the main story that lasted the whole 5 seasons, and then he had 2 other main stories that each lasted 3 seasons in there. And it was good. I liked it. And the main reason I really liked Space Above and Beyond, I mean, it was essentially just following this military unit in a war, of course, with an alien species. However, Earth was, maybe that's why I like Babylon 5 too, because in both of those shows, Earth was not the righteous good guy. I got so tired of that bullshit all the time when it came to like sci-fi and space sci-fi and anything to do with going anything. They always got to make Earth the righteous good guys, and we all know damn well that is not how that shit would turn out. Right? So, you know, so I liked it. Like them, you know, Earth is not the good guy. In Space Above and Beyond, they're not the bad guys either. It's just, it is what it is. They're caught in a war that nobody wants to be in, and there's no way out. And Babylon 5 had some of the best writing that you'd ever see from a show. That John Michael Straczynski, man, nobody writes like he does. And Scepter, this thing about The Expanse is the best sci-fi for you. I have never watched it. I've heard many people say that The Expanse is just awesome. That it's an amazing thing. Robert, the whole universe are assholes. Yep. Yep, there you go. See, you get going on something, and Robert comes in to just plow you to the ground and bring it back to reality that the whole universe are assholes. And, you know, it's got to be. I mean, look at the shit that goes on, right? I mean, I like to think that I get 5-minute stretches where I'm not an asshole. Everybody else still is. But there's got to be 5 minutes here and there where I'm not the asshole. At least that's a fantasy in my brain. I'm sure other people think that it's 110%. This guy gives 110% asshole all the time. Never goes away. Never slows down. He's just full force. Just asshole. Yeah. It is true, Scepter. Yeah, he is right. It's just varying degrees of assholes. You know, next they're going to be like, you can't say that anymore. You can't be calling people assholes. You know, I had one buddy sit there and he'd be like, I'm not an asshole, and it'd have to be right. And he'd be like, you know, you're right. You're not an asshole because an actual asshole serves a purpose, and you don't serve a purpose. So what kind of asshole could you really be? You know, that's an argument that can be made. Whole universe are assholes. Be a cool show like 5 minutes of a time, like Quantum Theory. There you go. Yeah. But the whole universe are assholes. And just showing 5-minute episodes of assholery all over the place. There you go. And at the end of every one of them, it can just stamp her on the screen and be like, don't matter where you are. The whole universe are assholes. I'd watch that shit. Absolutely. Yeah. Get me on board. Sign me up. Let's do her. Oh, where are we? Oh, I know there's an ice cream sandwich waiting for me. Yep. I'm going to have to grab one soon before it becomes too late and they all get taken and eaten, because I'm sure that's what she's doing right now. I can hear her running back and forth between the bedroom and the fridge, bedroom and the fridge, bedroom and the fridge. Really hiding all the ice cream. That's right. See, she heard that I lost the weight and then all of a sudden come home with boxes and boxes of fucking ice cream. That bitch. Do you know what she's trying to do? He's trying to make me 500 pounds. Terry did, psycho. Terry, who the hell do you think works at Dairy Queen? Yeah, it is hard to hide ice cream. It's not like you can stash it under your pillow. It's shit to get all wet, messed up. Oh, okay, that's it. That's it. And start yawning and sucking wind, and you can't keep up no more. It is time to pull the plug, recharge the battery, find some sun, stand in the wind and spin for a while to get the stators active and put the energy back in the box. Yeah. I know she works at a food store and it could be her, but no, she wouldn't have carried it home. But I am going to do my damnedest to have a good week. Yeah, Robert, I hope so. But we are sitting here. Get this, okay? In the last 6 months, we have gone through 9 different people trying to cover this one shift, and people just aren't working out. So starting tomorrow, we are on number 10. And hopefully this guy works. Anyway, until then, until Saturday, I'll see everybody then. So everybody, remember, stay cool.